President Trump heading to Baltimore tomorrow for a Republican retreat. It was his own Justice Department tried to roll back consent agreements with that very city's police department. The chief there had said they made the city safer under Obama policies. And it's also the state's Republican governor backing a controversial new surveillance tactic, flying aircraft over specific parts of the city. Activists say it undermines community trust and can amount to profiling in the air. I want to bring in my next guest, a former Baltimore mayoral candidate and a Black Lives Matter activist, DeRay McKesson. Thanks for being here.
It's good to be here.
What do you want to see for Baltimore with the president heading there tomorrow and these ongoing debates?
I can't imagine he does much good. You know, he has trashed the city just like he's trashed other cities. We think about Chicago and his comments. We think about his most recent comments about Baltimore. So I don't know what good is going to come out of his visit. You know, when I think about the city, we are having historic problems. You think about the murder rate. You think about so much underinvestment in the school system. And Hogan has not been a friend to the city either. You see this recent push, and you just noted it, about the surveillance plane potentially coming back. And this plane literally sat over the city of Baltimore. It was secret. They didn't tell anybody. And it just recorded everything. And the rationale is that if it records everything, then when there's a crime, we can just roll it back and we'll know. But you're like, the privacy concerns that leads to are immense. The thought that you just have footage of everybody in the city of Baltimore just at your will with no safeguarding and how that can be sold. And the mayor, Jack Young, seems to be okay with that. So it is shocking.
Well, and as you say, when data is collected, it can be useful or it can be misused. You could put a camera in every single person's home, and statistically you would find more crime. There are a lot of reasons why we don't do that and why a lot of people would say, I don't want a camera in my home. And that goes to something else I wanted to ask you about. Look at this headline that really boils something down in the new frontier of policing. The best algorithms struggle more to recognize, quote, black faces equally. When you look at that, I think we can put that up. U.S. government tests find the top performing facial recognition systems misidentify blacks 5-10 times higher. What do you take from that? What should be done about that?
Yeah, so we know with most of the algorithms that they are racist at their core because the inputs are bad. So say, for example, if you use arrest data, we know that black people are overrepresented in arrests. So the algorithms might spit out that you're more likely to commit a crime, but that's just because more black people are being arrested. And with the facial recognition, we find that these technologies aren't even really tested on black people. So they sort of just wipe all black people's faces as the same. You think about a city like Baltimore, though, do you know what it means when there's a clearance rate or when the police say they solve a crime? That literally just means that at least one arrest was made. It does not mean what the public thinks, that they found sort of the bad guy and there was a conviction. And in Baltimore, the clearance rate is less than 25%, and we spend $500 million on the police department. It's sort of wild. Huge amount of money and almost nothing to come back. But it is this idea that either you believe that people are just like born criminals, or you believe that the conditions lead people to act a certain way. And we would say that the end of crime is actually the end of poverty and the end of addiction. The end of crime is not the presence of more police.
Right. It's really fascinating when you put it that way. And you look at AI and some of the things that we're rushing into that we're all experimenting with, and you say, well, you don't know whether the software is racist, but if it is designed and working with imperfections, it ends up discriminating. We can't just rely on it. I'd love to have you back. I appreciate you coming on The Beat, DeRay.
Good to be here.
DeRay McKesson from Baltimore. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.